I'm Garrett Schneider, and this is my team's project on how we can help Arkansas State increase student enrollment within the next 5 years. My first solution has to do with financial aid. Financial aid can be the reason for a student attending college or not. HAI Analytics suggested that a good financial aid package not only helps out with the student's financial burden, it helps out with the morality. The student feels as if the university wants them to be there. A study released by Harvard University found that the Florida Student Access Grant increased the likelihood of not only the student coming to college, but finishing a 4-year degree. Now, the Florida Student Access Grant was only about $2,000 per student. Here, that would be a fourth of your tuition. Now, the problem we run into is finding a way to pay for these scholarships. You can't just give out the money without bringing in the revenue. A few ideas would be to go to local businesses in the area and have them either donate to a scholarship fund or create a work study, a way for a student to work their way through college in their field of study. Now, another way for us to bring in revenue would be to rent out the facilities that we have on campus. Things like First National Bank Arena, the Fowler Center, Centennial Bank Stadium, Red Wolf Center. We could work on hosting concerts, conferences, forums, and even athletic events that happen through the university.
My name is Christopher Pagan, and as part of our project, we are incorporating a peer tutoring program to increase retention rate at Arkansas State University. This program works by targeting the classes that are typically difficult for first-time freshmen. This will work by taking students who have already proven to be successful in those areas and using them to tutor the incoming freshman students. It is budget neutral because the faculty that is already over the departments of the difficult classes, such as college algebra or English comp, will approve the students that they think should be tutors. In return, both the tutor and the student will receive a credit for it. It will be worked in their schedule as well. By year 1, we would like to see a 10 to 15% participation rate. We would like to get a 1 to 2% increase in retention rate of students moving on to their second year of college out of this. With those numbers, we could be looking at 17 to 34 additional students making that next leap to their second year. This depends on the size of the freshman class, but it should be roughly within that range based on previous years. At this number, an average of $10,000 per student, tuition-wise, per year, that would be in $170,000 to $340,000 worth of additional revenue. By year 2, we would like to see that number increase to 20 to 25% participation rate. This program works great as a budget-neutral program because it begins over time to advertise itself. Once the program is proven to work, advisors can then begin recommending it. Students who have already went through the program can begin recommending it to incoming first-time freshman students. We would like to see a 2 to 3% increase in retention rate at year 2, generating 34 to 50 students making that next leap to their second year, or $340,000 to $500,000 in total revenue. By year 3, the program should have a lot of any kinks or flaws out and be running smoothly. This allows us to review the analytics and see which classes have benefited the most from our program, any areas of improvement that we need to make, and what classes first-time freshmen are still struggling in so that we can expand to those classes. By this point, we want to see a 4% retention rate or 67 additional students with a participation rate of 35% or $670,000 in new total revenue. By year 4 and 5, once we have made the improvements, we really would like this program to begin solidifying as part of Arkansas State's culture and become known. Students expect that when they come here, they are going to be a part of this tutoring program and they see the benefit of it. Tutors, due to it being a well-known program, can begin using it as a resume builder and are happy to take part in it. This theory only works due to 2 main economic theories and an economic concept. The economic theory behind it is the human capital investment theory. This is when you invest in a student's education and their skills, and in result, that increases the economic well-being of everyone else. This program achieves that because when we increase retention rate, we not only increase that student's economic future, but also A-State's. We increase A-State's economic future of the program itself because we are generating new students to teach and tutor and lead this program, meaning we can keep the program running by making it self-sufficient through this theory. A lot of the reason that first-time students do not go to tutoring as it is due to opportunity cost, and that opportunity cost being time. They're giving up their time and they don't feel like they are getting an appropriate amount of reward for it. By making it into their schedule, which makes it easier to time manage, and by giving them a credit for it, we cut opportunity cost. For making it a well-known program and giving older students a easier credit and making it a great resume builder, we cut their opportunity costs, incentivizing participation, which is the main benefits of this program. It's budget neutral, it incentivizes participation, and through the human capital theory can run itself.
Financial aid isn't the one thing we can use to increase student attendance at Arkansas State. The next solution that I want to implement is mainly prioritize the opportunity cost, and it uses a degree plan other than the normal 4-year degree plan. The main way I want to approach this is by breaking it down into all the separate years. Starting off with year 1, the main objective for this year would just be implementing it into campus. And the main people this is targeted at is those people with part-time jobs, so they don't feel like they're at a disadvantage when it comes to working in school and that they have the more stress. So that's the main goal for the first year. When it comes to the next couple of years, specifically years 2 and 3, I want to really focus on making that credit system transition smoother. This would make up for a better academic forefront and address the issue of human capital investment, allowing students to compare their coursework with their real actual part-time job to make a better relationship. This would also help to increase market efficiency, as if students are already learning what they're going to be doing in the future, it could help to adapt them in the classroom and in their job, so that once they get out of college, they'll already know what to do and they'll be more efficient in their work. Finally, for this to work, we need to make sure that students have an effective and efficient transition from college to post-grad, making sure that what they're doing, they do get the job for and help increase that opportunity after college. We also use the human capital theory here to help us understand that these students will have a higher value in the labor market because they've invested into their job and skills for the past 4, 5, 6 years, ensuring that they'll be ready to work. The main goal of this new credit system is that seamless transition and that investment that you haven't had to give up through working a part-time job in college, really what I want to ensure students have after this is over.
I'm Silas Mars, and by bringing in all of these other ideas, such as the tutoring program and the work scholarship program, where students are able to work throughout college with a different type of degree plan, the different course of college that you take, all of that bringing in revenue will increase the supply and demand. As the supply goes up for the money and the revenue and everything bringing in, as scholarship money goes up, the demand for students entering and graduating both goes up. Bringing in said revenue from renting out the facilities will help students want to stay in college since they won't have much of a financial burden. And with the tutoring program, you'll see the graduation rate increase. And with the work study program that Connor talked about, you'll see more students not so worried about, their financial crisis. If they do have to pay into college, they'll be making money while they're at it. As Dr. Tu always talks about, if price is cut, the consumers benefit. This is the same situation that we're seeing here. The price being cut from the tuition with the scholarship discounts and the work study program and everything like that. Consumers such as students, they will benefit because they won't have to pay as much and the demand will go up. This is our plan to increase not only the graduation rates, but also the student population. With this 4-year plan, 4 to 6 year plan, I feel like A-State will be much better off and the producer and consumer surplus will be very well off.